Hey everybody, what's going on? Got the headphones on today, you can hear me a little bit better, but Kyle Pullen's back here with Strike Strength. Today we are going into more technique tips for the front squat and some reasons why you should be doing front squats, especially if you're an athlete. If you're not an athlete, probably not watching my videos. So, went into the grip rack settings, different grip positions in my last video, so check that back out. I'll add a link to that in the comments below. But a couple of the main reasons that you should be doing front squats, especially over back squats. Not that there's anything wrong with back squats, that's another topic for another day. But first and foremost, when you're doing front squats, it's going to help teach you more thoracic extension. So we're always going to need more of that, especially as athletes. You're going to always be in a lot more extended position. So being able to build up the upper back that way, and it's kind of harder to build up your back when you're doing squats, but front squats really allow you to kind of add that in supplementary. And anytime you're loading up the front of your body, whether you're doing like a goblet squat, something like that, it's really going to be challenging your core. So just a couple quick notes. Look on my torso positioning when I'm doing a back squat versus a front squat, and you'll see why. So back squat positioning, you're always going to try to keep that same upright chest, okay, versus front squat. Now I'm really a lot more upright. It's going to allow me to get a little bit deeper into the squat too. So that's a few of the main reasons why you should be doing front squats. Again, like I said, went back into the grips. I'm going to be showing from the rack position, Olympic style lifting. So especially if you're doing Olympic lifting, got to be having front squats in your programming there. So again, I'm not an Olympic lifting coach, not going to be teaching anybody Olympic weightlifting stuff, at least at this point in my career. So we're not going to get into that. But front squats, they're necessary nonetheless. So a couple quick tips on those. Again, going from the rack position is always keeping your chest up. As soon as you start to lower down, everything when you're loading in front is going to want to pull you down. That's why it's so important to keep yourself upright. So you're really going to have to fight as you lower down. You're going to want to see this. You're going to want to do this. You got to keep yourself nice and tall. So keeping the elbows driving up the whole time. And especially as you're coming up out of the bottom of the squat, you want to think of coming up with nice tall chest, elbows high. The other thing you're going to see in regards to front squats on the negative side of things is, again, that forward weight shift. So you're going to be coming forward onto your toes and not really sitting back onto your heels or back onto your hips. So you'll see this really forward shift, and then that just throws the rest of my upper body positioning off as well. So you really got to stay tall, sink the hips back. It's really getting that weight shift to the back side. Okay, so that's going to be really key with that. But on the other side of things, there's that arching too hard by really trying to pop the chest out, that you're really arching the low back and sacrificing there. So that's where we really have to lock in the core by bringing up the pelvic floor, keeping this lower ab unit turned on the entire time as you're moving through, as opposed to coming up and then arching really hard to stand up, and I've lost that good core positioning. So especially as you start to load up more weight, one thing on that, you're obviously not going to be do as much weight with a front squat as you would a back squat, but that's fine. It's really not what we're going for with this. It's more of a technique, really building up the abs, building up the core by loading the weight up in front. So just keeping that core locked in the whole time. Big inhale in, and then tighten up like you're about to get punched in the gut. So those are the main tips for getting a nice solid front squat in. Really make sure that your technique's locked in and just practicing it, getting the groove in. It's going to take a little bit of time if you're not used to it, but it's a really powerful exercise. So add that one into your routine. Let me know how that treats you. As always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave any comments below. Any questions you have on this, anything I didn't cover that you thought I was going to cover, or just any questions that you have. So always appreciate any feedback. Love you guys. Stay strong today.